The year 1984 was absolutely legendary for movies, giving us everything from dystopian nightmares to radioactive monsters living in sewers. Today we are looking at 5 specific titles that define the madness of that era perfectly. Some of these are genuine classics you know by heart, while others are obscure oddities that demand your immediate attention. Get your popcorn ready because we are venturing into a list of insane gems that prove the 80s were a truly lawless time for filmmakers. Let's get going.
You won't be coming home in one piece.
First up is Blind Date, a techno-thriller that is delightfully 80s. A blind man named Jonathan receives a high-tech experimental device that allows him to see electronic images. Naturally, the very first thing he accidentally visualizes is a brutal murder, because nobody in movies ever sees a puppy or a nice sunset. He teams up with a doctor to solve the crime before the killer silences him forever. It features a very young Kirstie Alley and some hilarious retro visuals that look like an Atari game glitching out. It is a suspenseful, unintentional comedy that you absolutely have to experience.
Your blind date is coming. No wonder you're a little nervous. And he knows how to treat a lady. He's not wired quite right. But he knows how to have a good time. Blind Date.
Beneath the city of New York are living catacombs. Unauthorized for anything experimental, and unlikely to bring anyone down there. So,
we must discuss C.H.U.D, an acronym for Cannibalistic Humanoid Underground Dwellers. This gritty creature feature explores what happens when the government dumps toxic waste directly into New York sewers. The result is monsters with glowing eyes that start eating the homeless population and eventually threaten the surface. It stars John Hurd and Daniel Stern before he found fame in Home Alone. The practical effects are slimy, the social commentary is surprisingly sharp, and the monsters look like melted rubber action figures. It is the ultimate cult movie experience that captures the grimy, dangerous vibe of 80s New York City.
C.H.U.D. Keep off the street and try to hide. The night is their time. They're not staying down there anymore.
The treachery of the monster of good and evil. Locked in mortal combat against the Overlord to the agonies of strange beasts and lost souls.
The Dungeonmaster, also known as Rage War, is a fantasy anthology that makes absolutely zero sense. A computer genius named Paul is teleported to a netherworld by a sorcerer named Mestima who evidently hates technology. Paul must survive 7 different challenges, each directed by a different person, to save his girlfriend. It is basically a video game come to life, featuring the band Wasp in a heavy metal cameo and Richard Mall overacting beautifully. If you like computers that shoot lasers and villains who look like they belong in a glam rock band, this is the perfect movie for you.
He is a warrior in a wasteland without mercy. He has survived where countless others have died.
Good shot, huh?
He is the only one who can face the challenges of Dungeonmaster. Bring some darkness! Discover the secret of the Statue of Stone. The ungodly demons of the dead.
The rats with caretaker of the dead.
The attack of the Samurai Sentinel. A warrior trapped in a timeless void.
Prepare for the end.
The Dungeonmaster. Rated PG-13.
Terror in the Isles.
Next, we have Terror in the Isles, which is not exactly a movie but a fantastic compilation documentary. Hosted by the legendary Donald Pleasance and Nancy Allen, this film sits in a theater and analyzes the mechanics of fear by showing clips from famous horror movies. It is essentially a glorified YouTube video playlist made decades before the internet existed. You get to see snippets from Jaws, Halloween, and The Shining all in one place. The commentary is cheesy, the atmosphere is fun, and it serves as the ultimate watch list for anyone who wants to become a true horror expert.
If you have a need to be terrified, then this is the movie you've always dreamed of. Of 100% pure terror, be ready for Terror in the Isles, through the most frightening moments of the greatest terror films ever made. It's only a movie, but it's more than enough.
Why does it want me? Why me?
Finally, we have the undisputed heavyweight champion, the Terminator. James Cameron directed this gritty masterpiece about a cyborg assassin sent back from 2029 to kill Sarah Connor. Arnold Schwarzenegger became a global icon by speaking less than 20 lines and looking intimidating in leather. The practical effects and stop-motion animation give it a texture that the polished sequels often lack. It is a relentless slasher movie disguised as science fiction, featuring a romance that involves time travel paradoxes which might hurt your brain. This film launched a massive franchise, but the original remains a raw, terrifying, and perfect thriller.
In the 21st century, a weapon will be invented like no other. It can't be reasoned with. It can't be bargained with. No pity. No remorse. No pain. No fear. To return to the present and prevent the future.
You're dead, honey.
What day is it? The date!
12th May, Thursday.
What year? You've been targeted for termination.
Arnold Schwarzenegger is the Terminator. Your future is in its hands.
Those were 5 insane gems from 1984 that you definitely need to watch or revisit immediately. Whether you prefer killer cyborgs, toxic mutants, or blind men with bionic eyes, this specific year really had something for everyone. It is amazing to see how these movies shaped pop culture and influenced the blockbusters we watch today. If you enjoyed this trip back in time, please hit that like button and subscribe to the channel for more content. Drop a comment below and let us know which 1984 movie is your favorite. Thanks for watching, and I will see you next time.